All right, here we are doing the Module 8-9 review for Math 1 at Valley High School. So we're going to jump right in. We're going to jump right into completing the tables, two-way frequency tables, and kind of analyzing some of the data that goes along with two-way frequency tables. So here's our review. The first couple of problems are pretty straightforward. We're kind of filling in the blank. The total, we're talking about adding things together. So it's 15 plus 11 plus 22, and that's going to be our total. So 15 plus 11 is 26, and then 28, 38, 48. So we're just adding these up. So it's 15 plus 11 plus 22 is 48. And then 23 plus 13 is 36. 36 plus 15 is 46, 51. Okay, and then we have 48 plus 51 is 99. Okay, and then same thing going this way. We have our totals, so we've added up the totals going this way. Now we're just going to add up the columns. So how many people had their favorite clothing store is Forever 21, you would say 15 plus 23, and we have 8, 38. 11 plus 13 is 24, and then 22 plus 15 is 7, and we have 37. Okay, so the other thing that the way that you can check to see if you're adding these right or not is whatever you have as your total on the bottom, the 38 plus 24 plus 37 should equal 99, as well as 48 plus 50 equal 99. So these should add up to 99, and these should add up to 99. So let's just double check that we're doing our math right, especially since I did all that in my head. And we have 37, and so I got 99, so that looks good. And then we have 48 plus 51, and I got 99, so we're good there. Okay, so this one was straightforward because we had all the inner data, right? And then we just needed to add up everything else. All right. So let's say we, for some reason, our data field was we were missing some data, and we needed to kind of fill in the blanks going backwards. Okay. So that means that you're going to probably have to do some subtraction. So if here we were doing addition because we were started from the center going out, well, if we're starting from the outside going in, that means we're going to have to do some subtraction. So let's start off with this right here. So if we know the total is 102, and we know that something or science plus history equals 102, well, we could take 102 then and subtract our history people from it, okay? And then we end up with 46. Okay, so 46 plus 56 is 102, so that one works. And then we can actually add up the science total here, so we would have 46 plus 54, and we get 100. And then we have 56, so we can't fill in anything in this column yet because we're missing this right here. So we can't really get this number until we know what this number is, and we'll know that number by subtracting 200 and 102, which is 98. Okay, so now that we know that this is 98, we can fill in this spot, which is 98 minus 54. And we get 44. And then we could have filled this spot in earlier because we know this is 200 and we know this is 100. And so 100 plus 100 is 200, so this has to be 100. Or 56 plus 44 is 100, and 46 plus 54 is 100. And there we go, there's our frequency table done. All right, so we are 4 minutes in, and we're only a couple problems down, so we're gonna have to speed this up or I'm gonna need to make 2 videos. Okay, I don't really wanna do that. All right, so here's our two-way frequency table of students in downtown high school. They have planning on attending college, do not plan on attending going to college, and the total, and then it's broken down by grades. Okay, so it says, what percentage of students surveyed plan on attending college? So when it says students surveyed, we are talking about all students. So all students is our 1,500. That's out of 1,500, okay? So we have 1,500 students. And then what percent of students surveyed plan on attending college? So there was no mention of grades in there. It's just our total column. So we have 993. students. Okay, so it says write it as a fraction. Well, here's our fraction. And then write it as a decimal rounded to the nearest thousandth. So we can take our calculator and we say 993 divided by 1500. And we get 0.662. Okay, so that already was to the nearest thousandths. We went to 3 digits. And then as a percent, we just have to move our decimal place twice and we get 66.2%. Okay, all right, so that's that. Okay. What percentage of those surveyed are in 11th grade and do not planning on attending college? So of those surveyed is everyone, okay? And we're picking, so we're still at 1,500. Of those surveyed, we're talking about all still, okay? And the people that are in the denominator are the 11th graders that are not going to college. So this is our number up here. We have 11th grade people not going to college. So if you are in 11th grade and not going to college, you are in, so we're going to take our, 133 divided by 1,500, and we have our fraction of 0.089. Okay, so I want to go over that real quick. You see how it says 0.008 here, but for 3 digits, but I wrote down 0.009. That's because you got to look at the 4th digit, okay? And if the 4th digit is 5 or greater, you're going to round this up to 9. If it's 4 or less, it would stay 8. So if this read 0.0084, it would be 0.008 for my answer. But since it's 6, we round up the number right before it. Okay, and then we can actually put it in percentage, 8.9%. Okay, and again, the percentage, you're just moving the decimal place twice. 1, 2, there's our answer. 1, 2, there's our answer. All right, so now the tricky one. What percent of all 10th grade students, so we're no longer talking about 1,500, we're talking about all 10th grade students, okay? Plan on attending going to college. Okay, so now we're just dealing with 10th grade students, which is 263 divided by 387. Okay, so our total for the 10th grade students is 387. Plan on going to college is 263. Okay, so we have 263 divided by 387, and we have 0.6795. Our problem is that this is 5 or higher, so we've got to round up. So our answer is actually 0.680, because if this goes up, it goes up to 10, right? And it goes up to 80, so it's 0.680. So this is not our answer, this is our answer. And our percentage is 68.0%. Okay. All right, here we go. This is probably one of the easier problems on the test. When I grade this test, most people get this one correct, but I still want to go over it because it is one of those kind of some gimme points here. You guys anybody can do this one coming straight into the test. This is how many players are shorter than 82 inches. Okay, well, the 82-inch line is this column right here. So this is the 82-inch line. So we want to add this line and this line together. So that's 11, and this is 4. So we have 15. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. Shorter, yeah, shorter than, so we have 15. Sorry, I thought it said taller for a second. So we have 15, 11 plus 4 is 15. And then how many total players are there in the league? Well, now we just need to know what this one is. Well, this is 7, and this is 2. So we have 4 plus 11 is 15, plus 7 is 22, plus 2 is 24. There it is. Okay, so I'm actually going to skip this one, okay? But we can figure out all of these based on our graph up here. So when you see our box and whisker graph, it's straight up like you start from the beginning of our minimum, our Q1, Q2, Q3, and then our maximum. Okay, so minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, maximum. All right, so find the oldest player's age. Well, the oldest player's age is our maximum, that's 40. Our minimum is our youngest player's age, which is, well, be careful here. Don't think 19 because we're counting by twos here. Look how many spaces there are. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, which means each space is worth 2 points. So this is actually 18. Find the median age. Well, the median is our Q2. Okay, our median is Q2, which is 28. Again, we're counting by 2, so this is 30, 28. And then first quartile is 22, third quartile is 34, and our range is 40 minus 18. Okay, so our maximum minus our minimum, and it is 22. And then our interquartile range is 34 minus 22. So we're just subtracting the Q3 and Q2, and we get 12. Okay. All right. Last but not least, I don't want to keep this. Actually, I'm going to come back in the second video and finish this one up a little bit later, but that should get you a good start on this.